Hello, I'm Colton, and my strategy is the KWL, Graphic Organizer. The K stands for what the students already know, the W stands for what the students want to know, and the L stands for what the students have learned, will learn afterwards. So it's given first, the strategy is first given before and then after. So the K and W are really given before the lesson, where the students first write what they know and what they want to know, and after the lesson or reading, the students write what they learned. It's good for all grades, the lower levels and lower English proficiency would be able to use this by drawing a picture instead of using words, or a diagram, or using some kind of illustration to be able to convey the meaning. It's good for all content throughout academic content. It can be used for science, like vocabulary, math, social studies. It can also be used for reading, such as you can use it for plot, such as while reading a book, you could use it as what you already know throughout the book, what you are hoping that will happen throughout the book, and then what you learn afterwards. So in each reading session, you could use it in reading too. The materials you'll need a KWL chart, one for each student, or you can work in small groups. It can be both a whole group thing where you use it as a board on the whiteboard and all the students contribute to it, or you could use it as small group where you break the students up and students together could collaborate and come up with each ones for each section, or students can work independently on it. Or you can do a mixture of both or modify it however you need it to fit your classroom. To demonstrate it, I have a KWL chart right here. And this is just it. It has KWL, what your students already know, what they want to know, and what they have learned. And you just need, really the only thing you'll need for this graphic organizer is this one sheet of paper. Or they can easily be found online, or you can easily just make them by putting KWL. So to be able to model it, the topic we'll use is we'll use volcanoes. So on the topic, you just would write, maybe the lesson would be on volcanoes. So then the students will then think about it, and they will write what they already know. Perhaps a student might know, you can do this either on the board, or the students can do it individually, or in small groups. The students might know that volcanoes deal with lava. So they might write lava. They come from mountains. Volcanoes usually are mountainsides. So perhaps, and they can write as much or maybe as little as they are able to. They might know that rocks form, causes rocks to form. And then the lesson will be given, or the students will read the text, and what will the students want to know while they read this? So maybe they need to know, why do volcanoes erupt? And students can come up with questions on their own, or the teacher can even guide the students on what they need to do. This is a good guideline for what the students should be looking for while they read. The next one might be, what type of rocks form? And then the student reads the lesson, reads the chapter, or after the lesson, or after whatever the activity is, the students will come back and think about what they have learned throughout the lesson. Perhaps they learned that igneous rocks. They'll answer one of the questions, such as igneous rocks formed by cooling lava. Or perhaps they might also learn that lava is magma, and lava inside the earth is called magma. And that might be a vocabulary word of theirs. So right here would just be a thing, and these first two would be before the lesson, then the lesson would be given, and this part would be the student, it gives the student time to write, but work on their writing. Also gives the student time to think about and use their prior knowledge. Also, and in this section, the student is drawing on what they already know, which is very helpful for ELLs and or even ESE students. It's very helpful for students to be able to draw from their background. And then in the next part, the students what they want to know. This part can help guide their reading, so students know what they look out for, and it can help build the comprehension of what they will read. And then the L is being able to summarize what they have learned or what they what they got out of the lesson. All right, and then that would be the KWL chart. Thank you.